For all too long, our nation has failed to honor its promise to all our veterans who are victims of toxic exposures. It's our sacred obligation, I believe, to take care of the troops we send in harm's way. That's the American way. And to take care of them and their families when they return home. Sadly, nearly 3.5 million veterans have been exposed to the contaminants such as burn pits, toxic fragments, radiation, and other hazardous materials during their deployment. Until mid-2010s or so, the burn pits were commonly used in Iraq and Afghanistan and other locations to dispose of waste collected at military bases. Well, we've discovered that the aftermath has resulted in drastic impacts to those veterans. Nearly 3.5 million deployed veterans were exposed to burn pits in the last 30 years. Think about that. 3.5 million veterans. 70% of the disability claims involving these toxic exposures were denied. They were denied by the Veterans Administration. That's just wrong, leaving many of them, including 750,000 Iraq and Afghanistan veterans, without any benefits. Disgraceful. House Democrats and President Biden fought like hell to change this, and we did. The PACT Act is the largest expansion, think about this, the largest expansion of benefits for service for toxic exposed veterans in over 30 years through the hard work of Representative Takano and other members on that committee, joining with our Democratic caucus. We've added over 23 presumptive conditions and our categories, as was noted before, for burn pits and Agent Orange, and expanded the VA health care to millions of veterans, including those who served in Vietnam, the Gulf War, and post-9/11 areas. 2 years later, we are beginning to see the results. It is long overdue. More than 5.6 million veterans have received screenings for toxic exposures, 5.6 million. Over 1 million veteran claims have been granted by the Veteran Administration, a 75% approval rate for PACT Act related claims. What a change. Nearly 24,000 veterans in my district alone, the 21st district in the San Joaquin Valley, are eligible for benefits, including 2,100 that have been processed claims, and a total of over $5.17 billion in retroactive awards for PACT Act-related benefits for veterans and their survivors. This is a sea change. It is a big deal. So I want to thank President Biden. I want to thank the Secretary McDonnell. I want to thank all of those members who have been involved in this. I'm proud to have been a co-sponsor and have voted for this historic law that has improved the lives of veterans in my district and nationwide and their families. For the family sacrifice as well, and we should never, ever forget that. So in closing, we must continue to build upon this success and to ensure that our veterans can retire with the dignity and the respect they deserve, because what? They have earned it. They have earned it. So the bottom line is this. For those men and women who are currently serving our country, we say thank you, and we think of you every day. For the veterans and their families, and the families, as I said, sacrifice as well, a grateful nation can never, ever say thank you enough.